Tanisha Arena, and you're listening to episode 4 of Unapologetic. Today is July 6th, 2020, and I want to spend some time talking about July 7th, 2020, which is Blackout Day. It's time for Black and Brown communities to build their economic power, to return to the days of old, or to recapture what exists in our DNA, right, in our history. So how many of you are familiar with Greenwood, a neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma that was immense with Black wealth, Black businesses that were thriving and growing and destroyed? So here we are now in 2020. This was something that basically happened about 100 years ago. This is the reckoning with everything that's happened since the murder of George Floyd, and the veil has been lifted, and we're in this space now where we can really push for systemic changes using our economic superpower, because we actually have a lot of power. We put $1.21 trillion into this economy. That's the power of the Black dollar and all the spending that we do. My thoughts today is that it's time for us to become disciplined and intentional about the movements that we're building and the work that we're trying to do to get where we're trying to go. We've got a lot of healing work to do. We've got to think about sustaining and building and growing our communities in the ways that we're going to do that, and being really intentional about moving together to get to this place, to be in the world that we want to live in, that gives us economic equity. I don't want equality, because that's not always equitable. When there's equity, people get what they need. And that's the world that I want to see us be a part of. It's time for us to get what we need, and we can use our collective strength and power to do that. So you can shop at Black-owned businesses tomorrow. You can open accounts at Black-owned banks. The biggest Black-owned bank is One United. These are things that we all could be doing to support this movement. Whether you're Black, brown, in between, a white ally, accomplice, you can support this movement. This is a global problem that requires global cooperation and support. We need to be intentional. We need to move together. Like, we have a plan for where we want to go. We want to go there together. I don't care who gets the credit for us getting free. We just need to get free. So tomorrow, let this be the start of a movement that's long overdue, and we harness the power of our ancestors, the power of our dollars, because that certainly makes sense. Let's black this out, and let's actually show the world that we can do this, that we can create the world that we want to have. And if you're not for us, you're against us. So you might want to be for us, because there's a lot of power. The veil's been lifted. It's time. Let's get free.